Okay guys, so let's go over this because a lot of people have been very vocal in regards to how Sony has decided to market Morbius, and specifically that most of the things that people talk about from anything that Morbius has shown has all been false advertising and them literally sitting there during interviews and lying to the fans' faces. So let's talk about that. How they truly are awful when it comes to advertising and false advertising Morbius. So I think it's quite apparent if you just look at it that right from the go, something was off about Morbius. The way they talked about the film, the way that they did the advertising, the way that they showed the first trailer where they had the stinker, they had the murderer thing, and they were just trying to mash up pretty much any asset they had from anything that they legally could. And again, this is what most of the hype for Morbius is about. If you go look at all the top articles, the top ranking searches, and things that relate to Morbius, you're going to see MCU constantly mentioned. You're going to see Spider-Man No Way Home, you're going to see the multiverse, and you're going to see the interviews and or snippets of discussion that were teased by multiple people involved with the project. Them always saying, oh, well, why don't you watch Spider-Man No Way Home? And yeah, we connect to that. And then you look at people like Tyrese Gibson saying, oh yeah, I was told we exist in the Avengers universe. And Jared Leto talking about how he hopes to one day, fight Iron Man, for example, and that this is part of the bigger Spider-Verse. And when asked about Tobey or Andrew Garfield, they just kind of wink and nod at it, and it's all here. And again, is this blatant false advertising? Well, it depends. Misleading people with interviews and stuff is just building up hopes. I don't think that is. But blatantly putting the murder thing in there and having the vulture in there as a way to get you to see this film that they want you to think it's in the MCU, and not having those in there is a lie, especially when they gave interviews talking about how Venom's going to appear in this film, and then he doesn't. Again, that's a blatant lie. There was a lot of problems with what was going on with this film, quite clearly. They went for 2 notable reshoots that we know of, and multiple things were rumored. And then it seems like we even had scenes that were completely cut from this thing to try to connect it to the bigger universe. And now they're saying, oh no, it's still connected to that big universe, but we just cut out those things. Well, why? If you were so determined to make it a connected universe piece of content. Again, I do wholeheartedly believe that false advertising is what even got Morbius to get as much attention as it has. But quite clearly, people didn't fall for it. Thank you for watching that video, and if you just can't get enough CBC and you want it on the go, we do have our weekly podcast that is available every Sunday night. And you can find that on iTunes, SoundCloud, and Spotify. And direct links to them are available directly in the description of this video. So you can go click it, open up in your favorite podcast app, and have us on the go. In case you're a masochist and enjoy that type of thing.